So my friend told me to try Ghostrunner, and I was excited when he said it was about a futuristic katana-wielding ninja that ends enemies in a single shot. I just wish he put a little more emphasis when he said this game can be hard. Alright, so let's talk about the story, the gameplay, the enemies and the level design, and the bosses of this game. In a nutshell, the story takes place in Zama City, and you are a Ghostrunner, some of the best soldiers in this world. You lose all your allies fighting the main villain Mara atop the Dharma Tower, and you get thrown out of the tower. Some rebels find you and fix you. Now it's your job to regain your lost powers as you make your way to the top of the tower along with this voice in your head called the Architect. Next up, let's talk about the gameplay. The gameplay of Ghostrunner is one of the smoothest I ever played. You can jump, slide, do all sorts of stuff, and it blends in very smoothly and none of the movement feels choppy. The movement is very fast. You run fast, you dodge fast, you slide fast, you kill fast, and also die fast. The only weapon you have is a katana, and no matter how big or how small the enemy, they all die in one hit. But you also die in one hit. But some of the features include you have a focus bar that slows time, helping you to dodge enemies' gunfire. You also get access to special abilities as you progress through the game, and they can really help you when you're in a pinch. Ghostrunner is a first-person level-based game. The concept is simple. Kill all the enemies in the area to unlock the next area. Each level has a generous amount of checkpoints, but keep in mind that if you close the game, the checkpoints don't really matter because you have to restart the entire level. No manual saving. The game also makes sure that you always have something new. No, just as you think you got the hang of enemy type, a new one appears. Start with enemies usually shooting just one bullet at a time. They shoot multiple bullets, then they get shield. It keeps progressing and updating. They get stronger and trickier to kill. Just like the enemies, the movement mechanisms also keep updating. As you keep going, instead of just climbing on walls, you get access to more mechanisms like the grapple hooks, the jump pad, the rails, etc. Combining all this, there's no fixed way to kill the enemies. You can come up with your own way to kill the enemies. The game gives you the option to do it however you want. You want to fight them head on? You want to sneak up on them? Or you want to take an alternate route? It's up to you. Combine all the movement tactics and various abilities to come up with your own way to win a certain level. Spoiler alert, if you don't want spoilers about the game and the bosses, skip to this time. You've been warned. Okay, the game has 3 bosses. Well, at least I just remember 3. The tower, the other Ghostrunner, and the final boss Mara. In terms of difficulties though, I'd say it actually got easier as I progressed. I don't know if it's because the actual bosses are easy or I just got used to the game better, but the tower was the hardest level for me. 3 parts of absolute madness. You got to dodge the lasers on the ground in the first level, got lasers in the air, lasers when you grapple, and once you start the second round of the boss fight, now walls have heat waves pulsing on them, so you have to dodge the lasers and then worry about the waves on the wall and then the lasers again. It's absolute madness, it's chaos everywhere. The other 2, it's just one person. You have to worry about the timing and rhythm. And once you get the rhythm down, it's not really that hard to defeat. Okay, I'll say this again. This game is not easy. You will be punished even for a small mistake. But the satisfying movement and the gameplay and beating each level after you learn the mechanics and the enemies better, after you die multiple times and you finally win just makes the experience so much better. If you're into challenging games, you will love this game. Casual gamers might find it pretty hard, but hey, I'm a casual gamer, and even though I was dying quite a lot, I enjoy this game a lot. Overall, it's an amazing experience. And who doesn't like a cyber ninja who can slice enemies with ease?